Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Cancer for June 2009. And this also applies if you have a Cancer ascendant. So, Cancerians, you early Cancerians, happy birthday for later this month, starting around the 21st. Before the 21st of the month, Cancerians, this is an important time to assess the year, to think about the year that you've just had. How's it gone? With its good points, with its less than good points, and to really consider what's happened. What have you learned? What can you benefit from what you've learned? Can you share this with other people? It's really a time to be really honest with yourself before the sun comes into your sign on the 21st. Now, when the sun comes into your sign on the 21st of the month, this is a time to recharge your batteries. This is the time to focus on yourself, on what you're wanting, and your focus will be less on the world at large and more on yourself. Yes, it is a time for you to decide very much, because we've got 3 planets in your 11th house for much of this month, what your goals and dreams are. What are your aspirations? What is it that you really want for this year coming now? Really think about it. Take the time to think about it. Mercury's there. So it's going to draw people into your life with whom you can discuss various problems or issues you may have at the moment, and these people will help you to get an objective viewpoint. As well, it's a time for thinking about the goals that you have. Are they your goals? Or are they somebody else's that maybe you've adopted just over time, or maybe out of habit? Really time to look deeply and to think deeply about what you're aiming for, what you're dreaming for, not only for yourself, but maybe for humanity and the rest of the world. We're in such a period of huge change now. You might want to think of it in a global way as well as a personal way. So we've got Venus in your 10th house for the first few days of the month. This attracts people to you who can help you with your career, with your work. Some good experiences, some good opportunities from people in authority. What you need to watch out for with this transit, as well as a tendency to fall for somebody who's older than you, that's fine, but it's also a tendency to possibly fall in love with your boss or your employer. So I just guard those of you against that, possibly, if that is a possibility and that person may be in fact married or unavailable. However, after the 6th of the month, Venus does go into your 11th house, bringing you some lovely interactions with your friends, people around you, some nice, maybe new friendships coming into your life. You're going to attract some new friends, some new people, some interesting, different people. With Venus there as well, it's a good time to organise a conference or a business meeting, something that involves some organisation. That's also a very fortunate time for that. Mars is in the 11th house, so you're going to want to put some energy into your friends. Maybe doing it in a Cancerian way, which might be to have a nice meal with them, to have them over to your home, to go over to their home, to do it in your inimitable Cancerian way, because you don't like these very big things. For you, you like something smaller and more intimate. And as well, during the beginning of the month, we will have Mercury in that 11th house, so you're going to be thinking about your friends and about your relationships with your friends, and how can you improve them? How can you make them better? Then Mercury goes into your 12th house after the 14th of the month, and you're going to go into a much more reflective frame of thinking. It'll be a time where you can go inward with your thinking, to meditate, to be a little quieter, which for the most part, Cancer, you're going to feel more comfortable with. So, you Cancerians, it's the birthday month coming up, time to reflect on the past year and then to recharge yourself for the year ahead. So I wish you a really great month, and I thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon.